Okay, so we looked at the accounting for equity instruments. Let's have a look at a liability example. A simple bond. The details are here. £10,000 zero coupon 2-year bond. And it's zero coupon, so there's no interest to pay during the period. But there's a premium at the end, which is the effective interest that you're paying the lender. And that's given at the figure of 1449. And that represents an effective interest rate of 7%. So the lender to the company is not being paid anything until the end of the period, which is 2 years. But when they do, they're giving a standard payment of 1449. So let's have a look at how that is accounted for. Let's just stick in some years here. Year 1, year 2. And the opening balance on the account is £10,000. So that's quite easy. And we know at the end of the period, the amount paid will be 11,449. That's 10,000 plus the premium. So that is the amount paid. We also know that at the end of year 1, nothing is paid to the lender. The person who's lent the company money, so that's 0 in there. So now we have to look at the remaining figures. We can put in a 0 here, because that will be nothing left over when the total balance is paid off. So what do we do here? Well, the interest, the charge for financing, is going to have to be at least charged to the statement of profit and loss in the first and second year. So we can't just leave that blank, even though nothing is actually paid out in cash. There is still a notional finance charge, and it's spread across the 2 years or more if it was a 3-4 year bond. And it's built up as if it was compound interest. So in the first year we have an effective rate of 7%. So that effective rate is 0.07 times the opening balance. Well, I've made a mess of that. 0.7 times the opening balance of 10,000, and that's £700. So that is 7% interest on the balance. And perhaps I can write that in here. Dear Lord, 7% interest. So nothing is paid. Starting with opening balance, you've accrued 700 in interest. So the balance must be the opening balance plus the interest in the first year. So that's 10,700. So we can bring that forward, carry that forward to the second year, and then we have another year's worth of interest on that, again at 7%. So this is 0.07 times 10,700 times 10,700, which is the opening balance. So that is slightly more than the first year because it's compounding. And if this was a 5-year bond, then this would compound and increase all the way along. So what happens now? Well, we have the opening balance of 10,700 plus the interest for the year of 749, and if we add those together, that is the amount paid. I'll just do that sum here. Plus 10,700 plus 7,449, 11,449. So that was the amount we were expecting. So then we pay it off at the end of the year, leaving a 0 balance. So that's how we account for a simple bond. Somewhere the investor wants to get some return on the money they've lent. They've lent 10,000. We're not paying them any interest during the period, but we are paying them an amount at the end of the period. And the amount we give them leads to an effective interest rate of 7% per year. Cumulative interest, of course. So this is the accounting for this particular bond. So let's have a look in the next example at a slightly more complex example.